Hello and welcome. It's episode 178 for the 7th of September, 2023. I arranged for my phone to beep right when we went live and I started talking. That's a service I provide here is awkward moments. That's what I specialize in. So episode 178 for the 7th of September. And as usual, we're going to deviate from our schedule. We can talk about our normal agenda real quick because, it's kind of like, what was the Drew Carey show where the points don't matter? Whose line is it anyway? This is the show where the agenda doesn't matter. Recent reviews. Yeah, we're not talking about that. Reviews that will be published soon. I think we have more important things to talk about tonight.
Yeah,
so we will maybe...
It's the same thing as last week.
We're going to consider most of the program TJ's Happy Hour as usual. At some point, I am going to disrupt the program, and we will have a spontaneous Guitar-mageddon.
We don't have to.
Yes, we will. It'll be fine.
Mike, if you can drag this thing out
periodically, we're going to remind everyone that the ATF sucks. So that is just how we roll here. So TJ has arranged for a special guest today, and we're going to have some hot interview action, some breaking news with kind of product launch stuff type, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We've got
some people in the chat. Well, you say hi to people in the chat first? I mean, let's do something. I mean,
okay, let me
just saying they're here. You gotta see.
Wait a second. Gun Websites is here? Look at that. That's amazing.
He was here at 7:00.
You pulled a Clover? I was kind of pulling a Clover. I set the wrong time on the broadcast. So I apologize for that. For G-Webs was apparently here waiting. And
at 7:00.
Gizzard Gary, right there on time.
Yep.
Let's see. We've got the notice that we're up and running. And Komar is there in the chat and not joining us in person this week, apparently. Defense Dad on the... Wait a second. I see gun people. Oh, and Jeff, thank you so much.
You're more a guitar person now.
It just seems like it on this program.
It does.
Because you have the gun stuff covered. So I talk about other things. All right. So now we're caught up. We have welcomed everyone. Now I'm going to hand off to you, TJ.
All right. Hey, we've got Mike from GoSafe Technologies here. And they have they just did a product launch of their... I've got the box right here. I don't know if you can see it with the light. Hold on. There we go.
There it is.
There's the box.
It looks like an owl.
It's a lockable. Oh, all right. See, now I can't get the rest of it open. You guys packaged it too good.
We're a very secure company.
Yeah. It is a.
You can't even get into the box.
You see that? See?
Yeah.
For Glock 19 and 17. And hold on. Where is it? Give me full screen, Jeff, if you can. Just working on it. Oh, there we go. All right, perfect.
Look at that.
It locks in the gun itself.
Yeah.
With this little key. And you cannot get the mag out. You cannot pull the trigger. So, and it's legit. I mean, it worked. So, and they just launched on the 6th. They have the mag and they have a safe, and it comes in a neat little box with all kinds of stuff. They have a mag holder that's adhesive. And what was the other thing? Oh, the little to hold the keys. A garrote wire. No, I mean it's a string.
Yeah, it's either.
Yeah. So so they just launched it, and we saw them at SHOT Show and reached out, and we were doing some stuff. So we'll let Mike take the floor here and talk to us about his product.
Shots fired, Gizzard Gary. Shots fired. As long as it's not Liberty Safe. Yeah, we may have to talk about that later. Oh my God, Liberty Safe is trying to be Bud Light on us here. I don't know what's going on.
All right, how can you make Mike full screen there?
Giving away people's information, apparently.
There you go. All right, you got the floor, sir.
Well, thank you for having me. Appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys and your audience. As JT was just saying, we launched GoSafe yesterday. GoSafe is a brand new firearm security company. And as he was showing you, it comes in 2 different versions. One's a fully functioning magazine, so holds 10 rounds of 9mm ammo. This is for a Glock 19. We also make it for a Glock 17. It can be in your holster, in your nightstand, ready to go, unlocked, just like your normal magazine. If it's in my holster, I'm keeping it unlocked, obviously. But what we do offer is the ability to secure the gun from inside. So now when it's locked, the magazine is locked in the firearm and the trigger is blocked from the inside. So even if there's a round in the chamber, the gun can't be fired. So it gives you very quick access to being able to secure your gun. If you need to run into the bank, if you're dropping your kids off at school and need to run into the school, leave your firearm in the car, quick turn of the key, you know that no one else can use your gun but you. When your gun comes back into your possession, unlock it, you're ready to go. So that's for everyday carry. And then we also have a non-loadable version. So this is more for transportation and storage. Same functionality. I have a Glock here. Drop the mag out. Put the safe in. Quick turn of the key. Slide is locked. Trigger's locked.
Yep. I tested it at the range too. It works.
All right.
I threw one in the chamber and locked it, and I was like, okay, good to go. I was looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, no, it's fine. We're testing a product here, people.
Yeah. So we survived that one. Clover had a show shut down yesterday because Dustin put a gun up on the screen and they shut him down like instantly. It's like the AI saw it and they shut the stream down. So that's what he gets for letting Dustin Ellerman.
Yeah, I
come
know
on the
Dustin's
program.
he's a wild
He's a
card.
troublemaker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But anyhow, so hey, but we made it through that. So I first, and I think you too, TJ, were introduced to this company, what, 3 years ago, maybe? Was that remember the dinner? Wasn't that a dinner at SHOT Show where they brought us in?
I think so.
Because Alan was with us and he hadn't gone in probably, it was 3 years ago, I think. And we saw it. And I remember saying as we left, man, that's a really cool idea. The concept's pretty cool. Kind of feels like vapor though. And so then when we ran into at SHOT Show in January and actually saw a working model at the table, I was like, look at that. They did it. Yep. So it's wonderful to see that they've gone from really cool idea, but it's vapor at the moment, to actually having a production model out there. So congrats on that. I'm sure that today is a huge day for all the people who have been. I got the impression that if it was 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago or whatever, that it wasn't a brand new endeavor. Like it had been building for a while at that point. So congrats on putting the time in, and welcome to Komar, who has joined us.
Hey,
buddy.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Better late than never, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
That GoSafe looks awesome. That definitely looks cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. The gun snob has joined us. Crystal is out there.
Yeah, she's right there. They're watching football. They're watching football right now.
Oh, so it's going to get loud in the background.
No, I told them. I was like, "We're live. Stop it."
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But so as long as you can't hear it, but if something happens, you'll hear.
Yeah,
I got my cursor hovering over the mute button. So if I hear something, I'll just mute it out really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a question from Defense Dad. Did you put that up there? Yeah, there's certain states that this helps more with compliance than other states as a way to market it.
Yeah, that's a great question. It depends on how the law is written in your state. So there are many states, and there's more states that are now requiring people to secure their firearms at home, and there's penalties if you don't. So say your gun isn't secured, your gun gets stolen and used in a crime. There are certain states, and there's more states that seem to be going in this direction where you could be held liable. So this is a very simple and easy way to secure your gun. It makes it inoperable, so no one else can use it when it's locked, but it allows you to still maintain full access to it. So your firearm's not stored away in a safe in the basement when you're upstairs in the bedroom and you may need quick access to it. So GoSafe allows you to have your gun where you want to. We call it a mobile safe for a reason. It's a safe that travels inside of your gun, and it's there if you need it. But obviously, we advocate to carry it however you want to, but carry it in the ready position and ready to fire.
Yeah, with
Right.
I'm sure with the 10 rounds too, because a lot of states have that 10 round limit for some reason. Communist states.
Yeah.
I know communist states. So that, I mean, was that put into this, like thinking ahead of time, like, all right, 10 rounds might be the number they go to?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll look at creating some higher cap mags, but we wanted to start with the 10 rounds just so we could sell them in every state.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So,
go ahead, Jeff.
So I was telling my wife before the show started that hey, we got a guest tonight, and she, well, what was it? And I pulled the thumbnail image up that showed the bottom of the pistol grip with the mag in it, and then the key sitting right down under it, and was explaining what it is and how it works. And she said, well, okay, but why? And I said, well, here's a neat scenario. You remember, it used to be when we traveled, I would carry a little fire safe. Oh, there's the camera, about this big. Like it was literally a little Sentry fire safe with that same kind of cylindrical key. And like if we were in a hotel or whatever, if I were in a position where I needed to not have it like on me and under my control, that I'd lock it up in that box and chain it to something that would be very hard to move. And said, this is kind of an option you're not going to physically secure it. It's not like it's locked up in a safe, but it becomes like a throwable object. And,
it's rendered safe.
It's not fireable, which, someone could still take it, I suppose. But, and she, because she was like, well, I bet they'd keep little kids from doing dumb things with it. I said, or dumbasses, probably.
Or dumbasses. There's a lot of dumb kids. Well, I've got several firearms throughout the house because I live in Florida, free state, and like the Glock is somewhere in the house, and I've got it on a magnet. And it's if we have a lot of people come over and all that, and usually when people are coming over, I pick up all the guns and I throw them in the gun safe. Well, now I got the mag in there, I just lock it and I leave it up there, so anybody can, if somebody happens to get a hold of it, they're not going to just, oh, look at this, and squeeze off around. Yeah. So I do that, and then when I'm done, when I leave, I just turn the key, boom, it's back to functional and good to go.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's
cool.
Great for that. So I'm like, it's in there right now. Well, it was. I took it out for the show, but that's where it's going back.
Yeah. Cool. What other use cases have you guys thought of, Mike?
Well, obviously, as you guys mentioned, we've been coming to market for quite some time. So we've done a lot of consumer research and surveyed avid gun owners, new gun owners, and women. And I've been in the gun industry a long time, have been on the firearm manufacturing side of things for, 15 years or so. And I was even surprised at the response of avid gun owners and how high it was, how popular it was with them. And it's because I think they do still have access. They realize they still have access to their firearm, right? They can have it in their holster. It's ready to go, but they have the opportunity to secure it if they need to. So it kind of puts gun security on their terms and not stationary. We all know that trouble is not stationary. The reason why you bought your firearm is not stationary. So here's a mobile safe that can travel inside your gun. So obviously, avid gun owners, women who have kids at home, absolutely love it. They see it. They say to the, well, we're getting that. That's immediate. New gun owners love it because they might not have a safe or a way to secure their firearm home. If it's their first gun that they're buying, they don't have a place to put it. Here's a great way to secure your gun. Professional use. So we've seen very, very strong interest and have initial orders from law enforcement agencies around the country, Border Patrol, U.S. Marshals, U.S. Coast Guard inspection unit, corrections. They like it just for prisoner transport when they're going to be interacting with prisoners and want to be able to secure their firearms. Quick turn of the key. They know that only they have access. So a lot of interest both on the civilian side and on the professional side.
Okay. Yep. All right. Here's Defense Dad again. I was clicking that, Jeff. Stop it. What are your plans for the non-Glock formats? What guns next? Because I'm with you, Defense Dad. I own a Glock, and it works. But so you got stuff coming out for different models.
Yeah, well, so the Glock model fits all of the other Glocks that take either 17 or 19 mags, and the non-loadable version even fits in the 40 cal because it's the same magwell dimensions on the 40 cal. So covers a wide variety of Glocks with just the two Glock 17 and Glock 19 mags, and then we're moving into development on Smith & Wesson M&P, SIG P320. And looking at some micro pistols as well, 365, Ruger. So, yeah.
Are you looking at any of the single stack Glocks?
On the non-loadable version, I think that's probably a good solution for a fully functional magazine. It can be difficult.
It's too small.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
So beyond the potential to do smaller geometry with the non-loadables, is there any benefit to having the non-loadable mag as opposed to the loadable mag and just not having any ammunition in it if that's where you want to be with it?
Yeah, when I first joined the company, I thought the magazine was going to be the majority of the seller. The popularity would be found on the loadable, usable mag. But it's split about 50-50. About half the people actually prefer the non-loadable version, and their theory is if I'm going to secure my firearm, I want to completely separate it from any type of ammunition. So this allows you to pop your mag out, put this in. It locks the slide closed. It's locked in the firearm, and you can't pull the trigger. So basically, completely locks the gun down. So there's about 40 to 50% of the people that like this option or like both. They like this for some cases, but they like the mag for their daily carry.
It wouldn't surprise me if there aren't some jurisdictions where they've written their laws or ordinances or whatever to specify unloaded and locked.
Yep.
So that seems like a pretty solid case for those as well, as if you're trying to stay compliant with those infringements.
Right. So the non-loadable, so that it can't be argued that there's any possibility.
Right.
Exactly right.
Yeah. And I can see that. And other than poor legislation, I figure if I was maybe moving it on an aircraft, right? Like, in my checked bag where you can't have the ammunition in it, then I'd roll with the loadable one and just have an empty magazine, just like it normally is, right? It's normally just a regular empty magazine. Having a lockable empty is cool. But yeah, I definitely can see some cases where you'd want the inert magazine.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, firearms go missing a lot. Why give them a functional mag with ammo versus like here, you just lock the gun up.
Yeah.
He's too involved in this call.
What we get?
Hey Mike, that is awesome. I actually have to step away. That's why I wasn't on initially. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it at all. But that's awesome. The GoSafe is awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Y'all be good. All right, thank you.
Seeing you, sir. I heard background chatter. I was like, he's probably got stuff going on.
Yep. I was trying to figure out where the chatter was coming from.
It wasn't me, because if it was Crystal, you would know it.
All right. Well, I saw in the chat, on good authority, I'm never loud, she says. So
She's going to get hit by lightning. That's what's going to happen. Never loud. She was being sarcastic. I know. She's always loud.
Yeah.
That's why I said I've got everything hovered over the mute button just in case something happens. She yells at the TV all the time.
All right. So let's see. What else do we have to cover? We talked about the big questions of what other models are coming.
Yep. What do we got as far as what do we got price points and stuff like that? As the I know you've got the combo. You sell them individually as well. As far as the mag and the locking mag.
The combo was that was more of just a press kit. So they are sold individually.
I feel special then.
The non-loadable inert magazine is priced at $79.99, and the fully loadable functional mag is $99.99.
Jeff's got it pulled up there.
See how fast those are loading?
Dude, Jeff's got the new computer. He's on fire right now.
Hooked the new computer up, and it's actually working well. That's amazing.
With that old compiler. Oh, what's up, Kelly? How you doing? She dropped in to say hi. Look at that.
All right, what do we got there? Oh yeah, the key.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can order additional keys. So your GoSafe comes when you open it up, you'll see that it has a key tag on it, and it has your key number on it. There's thousands of different variations of the keys. So if you want to order additional keys, it's as simple as just going online or calling us and providing the secure key number. We'll ship you a replacement key the next day.
Nice. All right.
And the garrote wire.
Yeah.
We definitely recommend getting a replacement key, but if you also have a spouse or someone in your house that you want to give access to your gun to, if you trust them, then you can equip them with a key as well.
Yeah. Good thinking. All right, and then a key holder so it attaches to a phone case, I guess.
Yeah, you can. It's got the 3M sticky tape on the back, so you can really put it anywhere. But I put mine on the back of my phone. I always have my phone with me. It's a very convenient place. If I do step out and decide to lock the gun, stick the key in the pouch, I know I have it with me. So that's one option. We have the lanyard that you guys showed earlier, but it also fits on your key ring or however you want to manage the key. But we wanted to provide a couple solutions for people to be able to have their key handy and secure.
Nice. All right. So obviously we see an add to cart button here, so people can order off of the website, right? So I dropped that URL out in the chat earlier. I'm going to drop it again just for anyone that didn't catch it earlier. Is this the preferred method if someone decides they want one of these, or are they available other places as well?
Yeah, they're so you can go on GoSafeNow.com. Obviously, it's also available in Bass Pro and Cabela stores across the country.
Are they in Brownells too?
Coming on to Brownells and Midway. That's going to be they're going to be online soon with inventory. Nice. Right now, we launched with the Bass Pro and Cabela's, and we did confirm they are in the stores. We just shipped those out last week, so they are on the shelves, and then obviously on both websites, Bass Pro and Cabela's.com.
Nice.
So if you want to go check it out in person and see what they're all about, that's the best place to do it.
Yeah, look at that. You can get them online there too.
Yep.
Already. That's quick.
Yeah. They weren't playing when they were launching. When they launch, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, congrats again. Not just launching, but some of the big retail brands picking them up early. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, my lights went off. Yeah, the reception has been really incredible, both from the retail community and consumers. I think creating a new category, mobile firearm security, is really resonated with the industry, and it's a unique product that they can offer their customers: security and mobility.
Yeah. For anyone who was wondering, the gun snob made an observation. Apparently, TJ held his key up. It's 27531. Okay,
Yes,
if you need a key for TJ's gun,
that's for the
what it is.
safe one, so it's not for the mag one. So
27531. Yeah.
So there you go. If you want an extra safe one, that one's not going to be in my gun. Sorry.
I'm going to drop the link out here to GoSafe now. If just put 27531 in there, and they'll ship a key out to you tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be pretty easy. Let's see.
This is the one. This is the one that will be in my gun, the regular one, the mag one.
Defense Dad's got an interesting idea. Mystic Guns, the gun snob's wife, could lock some of his guns up as a means of controlling his unruly behavior.
That sounds like a good plan.
I think we see a future GoSafe commercial. Like, we've already got the plot line for it.
Yeah.
And
I told you to do dishes. You can't go play with your guns now until the dishes are done. As she's dangling the key, like right here, like, that's right.
Oh, here's an interesting question. If you order multiples, can you specify that they come with the same key? So it'd be easier to just have one key for multiples.
That's a great question. So out of the gate, because we're only available for the Glock, you can't just go into a Bass Pro or a Cabela's or a retail store and obviously get them key to like. We're going to move in that direction very fast. So say you have one for your Glock, and then we come out with the Smith & Wesson in a few months from now, you'll be able to specify your key number so that we can match it to your existing one. But for
nice.
Like, just to be clear though, for right now, we are doing that for law enforcement. If they order for their whole department, say 50 or 100 GoSafes, we are keying those alike. But for customers, that's something that's going to be coming very soon.
That's awesome. That's definitely
to Defense Dad. If you order 100 of them, this is what I heard. I'm making this up. All right. So keep this in mind. But if you have to order 100 of them to get it keyed specifically like that.
Yep.
Minimum order.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Great question.
Yeah. Defense Dad, he's always on the ball. He's always thinking about stuff. I was like, key unlocks the same. Good thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, because if I had multiples, I'd invariably
never keep track.
Always use the right. I'd always use the right one until a bad situation happened, and then I'd grab the wrong one, because that's just how I roll, you know.
Or you'd lose the key and be like, all right, none of these work.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, very cool technology. I agree. Yeah. This is one that I thought was a cool idea when I first saw it a few years ago, and was pretty happy to see how close they were to rolling out at SHOT in January. So I'm happy to get the update here as they're rolling out that they're available now.
Yeah, it's always neat when you know, because we see a lot of products that are, we'll see them at SHOT, and then next year we don't see them. We're like, what happened?
Yeah,
but the company was founded by gun owners, Mark Osgeist. If you guys are familiar with Mark, he was part of the Benghazi Annex security team. He's been one of the founding members of the company. Obviously, freedom, firearms, Second Amendment rights are very important to him, as they are to all of us. But we also recognize the importance of safely owning those firearms. And so finally, here's a solution that you don't have to choose between secure storage and your own access. We exist to help people be mobile, to have their firearms with them, not add an extra step to be able to use your gun, but allow you to secure it if you need to wherever you are. So we're very proud of it and appreciate your guys' support.
Yeah. Always happy to try to help a new American brand with cool stuff get out there in front of the right people and drive some awareness with customers.
Jeff. I know Jeff's itching. I can see it.
Oh yeah, you know what's coming.
I know he's itching.
You know what's coming. So I'm going to ask everyone, hold your questions. You know what? Don't hold your questions. If you have any more questions for Mike, go ahead and drop them in the chat. We're going to get back to them shortly because the segment that everyone is always waiting for has finally arrived. Guitarmageddon. All right, it's here. So I got two things to show you. We're going to do it quickly because we do have a guest, and I try not to completely go nuts when we have a guest.
He may hate guitars like the rest of us. I mean, like other people.
The rest of you guys are, you love them. All right. This from
the budget they're growing guitar, on me.
This from the budget guitar section from Grote. They call this the what do they call it? The standard. I can't remember.
You're asking the wrong person.
Something like that. Really cool. So here's the deal. This is like less than $200, and the features on it are. Up until about a year ago, this was a $700 guitar. And then in the last year, some of these Chinese companies have figured out how to just pack unbelievable features into really inexpensive guitars. So it looks like a Stratocaster with a bunch of upgrades on it. And it actually sounds really good too. Really, really baffling to me how they're able to pull that off.
I mean, they do make all our cell phones and stuff. So
that was number one. All right. Number two. Oh, which way? I got to turn this way.
Oh, geez. I knew it was the blue one. How'd I know?
Yeah. So this is the Carolina Blue. And you can see.
The Duke fans are already tuned out right now.
You see the big lie right here, right up front. We're going to start out with a lie. Okay. It says Gibson. It's just because they don't print Chibson on them. It is a fake Gibson direct from China. It still smells a little bit like Sweaty Children, actually, which kind of bothers me a little bit. But this is a copy of a Gibson Firebird, which is a really unique guitar in a variety of ways. And it's actually a pretty darn good copy. For under $300 to my door, this would be like a $2,500 guitar from Gibson. So this just got some love. Right before the show, I put new strings and oiled the fretboard and polished the frets because they were the most disgusting tarnished mess you could imagine. And it plays good. It sounds good now. I actually really, really like it. So I've been teasing that we're going to have this on as soon as it made its way from China. There we go. So that joins its brother over here. The dark one is the Angus Young copy, SG, also a Chibson from the same company. And I got two more that I'm waiting on from them.
So excited! I can't wait.
I know.
I hope they show up for next week's show.
That would be amazing. Although weird because one of them is a special build that's going to take 2 or 3 months. The other one, they should be shipping at any time. I don't know. They should have shipped
2 or 3 months.
I know. It's going to be like a surprise. I'll forget about it by then because I have the attention span of a gnat.
Almost like when you get a suppressor and you're like, oh, when did I pay for that thing? 8 months ago?
Right. Awesome. Exactly. I was using that analogy with someone yesterday that I kind of look at these mail order guitars like submitting a Form 4. It'll show up at some point and I'll be like, oh my God, it's amazing. I forgot I ordered that. It's
funny. Like as I told my brother, because we get suppressors all the time at Frog Bones, and like when they call, it's like, oh, is it what's in? And they'll be like something like, oh, hey, we're having, because I'm a member down there. So I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna do the Christian Arms shoot. I'm like, oh, I thought it was a suppressor was ready. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So I would like to remind everyone, since we mentioned suppressors, the ATF is an unlawful infringement.
There you go.
The whole thing,
Oh,
the entire department, everything. So
I was wondering where you get the Boo ATF back up there.
Yeah. What's important? Everyone needs to know.
They do. Uh-oh. What are you looking at?
One of my Chinese people sending me a note asking about testing some stuff. And I'm like, maybe.
We
see.
test stuff. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's our job.
And I turn down a lot of Chinese stuff, but these are like, I don't even want to spoil it because it may not happen.
Okay.
But they're a new variation on Crocs. And you know how I love my Crocs. So I may be beta testing.
I hope they're shaped like dragons. That would be fantastic.
That would be cool.
Dude, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind you wearing them then.
That'd be kind of neat.
Big kittens with big eyes or something like that. Something different.
Cool. All right. So Guitar Mageddon's over. I apologize. I know everyone was excited for that segment.
You can tell, but you can tell by the chat.
Exhausted that.
Defense Dad and Gary all that went to get beers.
I should be getting a replacement. I got a broken guitar in the mail a couple weeks ago, and I sent it back. And the replacement should be coming here shortly. So
there you go.
Man, when did people get so mean? Bathroom break? What are you kidding me? She fires laughing at the guitars. Kelly, that's just ugly. Why does this segment still exist? Come on. So
everybody loves it.
Defense Dad's on the money here. So the guy that that designed that guitar that this was based off of, the blue one, was actually an automotive designer. And he was at the end of his automotive design career in the 60s. He'd already retired from the auto industry. He designed the yellow cabs that were famous for years. That, rounded body style. And then he didn't even play guitar, but he designed it, and it looked very different than anything else. But people often say it looks like the back fin on one of those.
See, it's an educational show.
That's just rough. All right, what else we have here? I got to remember for the people in the audio podcast.
You got to read out the chats.
Comment. I'll go back to it. He should run it over with a Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
That's I can't believe I read that. Defense Dad says it's so we can grab a beer or a snack and not miss anything. Interesting. The comments suggest that they really enjoy it, though. Oh, Kelly was teasing. I bet you are. Yep. We love this chat so much, says Gizzard Gary. Defense Dad has requested a drumming segment, so I'm not going to promise you anything. I don't have room left in my studio, but I can tell you to the back and a little bit over his left shoulder, TJ has a little space that he could put a small drum kit. So I'm just saying.
I do until I rearrange the studio.
Yeah. All right. At least it's not accordions. Okay, there we go. We've caught up with the chat. I appreciate everyone being so enthusiastic about that segment of the program. Seriously, YouTube has put us in a bind. We can't show guns anymore. We had floor guns for like a year and a half. Mike, so floor guns, the concept here is in the office. I broadcast from here. But when we're not broadcasting, I cover up the camera and turn all the studio lights off. And this is like my keyboard's here. I write articles here. So I often have guns sitting on the floor beside me. And I would sometimes, hey, here's what I'm working on, and pick it up. People said, oh, you got floor guns. So it became a segment for a year and a half. And now
floor guns.
YouTube has become too draconian for us to risk doing that very often. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of mess with the algorithms, I think.
The algorithm.
Zoomageddon. See, there's an idea for a new segment.
Going, Gary.
This is gold here. I'm loving this. It's a four-gun conclusion. Gizzard Gary is on a roll this evening. Thank you. All right. We do like to have fun with the audience, so that's good. All right, TJ, do you want to? I told you before we started the show that you were going to run most of this, and I keep taking over and talking. So I'm going to just hand it back to you. You can continue to run the program.
I don't know. I mean, Mike's pretty much going over everything. He's going over his new products. Do you have anything else as far as any other like mags other than pistols?
We are
anything like that.
We are looking at an AR solution. So that's probably going to be later next year if that comes out. But yeah, we've had a lot of requests for an AR solution.
All right, that's what I was wondering. I was like, how far? Because you could pretty much branch out into every platform. ARs, AKs.
Yep.
Shotgun. Yep. No, shotgun's not so much. Maybe.
A lot of commonality there, so a single mag could cover a lot of ground.
Yeah. Neat. Yeah. And then you'd have a bunch of space in there too. You could store things like cigars. If you're a Bill Clinton fan, you could put cigars in it.
I could. Yeah, I would buy that in a second.
Yeah.
I've got a
cigar little trap door that opens to get to them. Have the little snipper thing built into it.
Yeah. I've got my plate carrier I have a double mag holder, and I've only got one VP9 mag, and the other mag holder has 2 cigars in it. That's my backup because I can't afford the VP9 mags. So
people asking about a garden gnome connection. That's a little bizarre, I think. Okay.
Jeff's garden gnome collection is none of your business, but it is
right. and there are no connotations that would join any theoretical collection. So,
right.
Yeah,
that's funny. So other than that, they're pretty much just the mags. Okay, so we're working on some other stuff coming out, and I'm just, like I said, I'm glad you could make it today, and finally, excited you got to launch, and you had a good launch. Sounds like.
Yeah. No. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. A lot of fun. I did enjoy the guitars. And,
take that, everyone else.
Jeff's excited now. You don't have to lie to him. It's fine. you can tell him, like, listen, I hate guitars. It's fine. But
you hit the 3 big ones: music, guns, and cigars. So.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I thought he was going to say sex toys. I was like, no, we don't talk about those here. But I do appreciate that they are typically number 3. We did have a Clinton reference, so that ties it all together, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I got to remember we're supposed to keep this kid friendly. That's the hard part of this program for me.
I know. That's what you get.
I lack the discipline.
We all do. I do anyways.
Yeah.
My household, we're definitely not kid friendly around here.
Right.
Me and the K-man running around.
Okay. So is there anything that you will have ready to publish before the show next week, do you think?
I should have the review done on the Mag. Should have that the review done on that.
I think we've got 1 or 2 in the queue that I should be able to publish. So we may actually be back.
And the 8.6 blackout. All I have left to do is the pictures.
Nice. Okay. And I'm wrapping up the big project that has pulled me away for several weeks. I believe, I don't want to jinx it, I'm on pace to have that project wrapped up Monday or Tuesday, probably. So that may mean that there's time to publish a few written reviews before the show next week. So
there you go.
I know everyone should be excited because I haven't had time to deal with that lately. So
it makes for the first part of the show is quick and easy. Recently published reviews? Done.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Quick and easy.
Yep. All right.
Whole segment shot.
See, now people are just, I'm not even going down to.
No, they're going down. They're going down to the Florida swinger section down there. That's where they're going off the rails in the chat, people.
So here's the thing. I'm a little worried because Gary has my address, because somewhere up here I have a Gizzard Gary sticker that I won on one of his broadcasts.
I do too.
Which means that he has sent me something before, and now I'm starting to question whether that was a setup. If
you won. So
I did.
So he could get your address.
A Gizzard Gary sticker.
Yep.
I have an early bird chat sticker.
Oh, so you just reminded him. Good job, Jeff.
Oh, that's right. If he's going to send me stuff,
He said, "Oh, that's right. He was going to send you some stuff now."
as long as he gets it off of Amazon, that'll be good. Yep, I'll send you an affiliate link, Gary. You can use that when you order. Yep. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
I think with that, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We really appreciate it. We'll be back next week. It's Thursday, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, just like every other week. We will actually have items to complete our standard agenda.
No, we won't.
Probably.
No, we won't.
So until next time, here's what we do, Mike. We're going to do this. This is completely your call.
You don't have to.
Right or not. There's no pressure here whatsoever, I'm saying. But we point at the camera, and I'll say until next time. And then we point at the camera, like right up at the camera, and say, we'll see you at the range. All right. That's what we're going to do. Now, you decide, should you care to participate in that or not. So
It's
until
our
next
disclaimer.
time,
It's our
we'll see you
disclaimer.
at the range. I knew he'd do it.